Welcome to solverfy.
For this question, we are looking at different postzygotic barriers. So if we break this word apart, post is going to refer to after, and zygotic refers to the formation of the zygote, which occurs when the egg and the sperm of the parents meet, in the event of fertilization. So the postzygotic barriers are any sort of challenge to the offspring that occurs after fertilization. And there are three types of these barriers. First, the organism can be inviable, meaning that it does not survive for very long after being born, or it is not even born. This is the most common pathway, as often genes and genetic information will not support the growth of the fetus after the formation of the zygote, and the pregnancy will simply be terminated before it reaches the birth of the organism. The second option is that the offspring can be infertile, or it's going to be unable to reproduce in what we call sterile. These are going to be organisms such as, say, mules, or you may have heard of the liger. So the mule is the mate between a horse and a donkey, whereas a liger is the pairing between a lion and a tiger. In both of these cases, the organism is able to survive, but when, say, a mule and a mule try to reproduce, they are unable to produce another mule offspring. The third option is somewhat rare. The organism is viable and it's fertile, but the offspring it produces is going to be severely challenged. These challenges can consist of that offspring's ability to produce decent offspring itself, or for the offspring it produces to survive. Either way, this hybrid of an offspring is not going to be able to create a reliable species based on its ability to create additional offspring as well. So we consider that to be one of those postzygotic barriers as well. So taking these into consideration, the only option in the answer choices that does not apply to this postzygotic quality is going to be that incompatibility of reproductive organs. You can imagine that if one of the organisms has too large of a reproductive organism, or they are not properly designed to fit into one another, there's going to be no way that the zygote is formed. So this is going to be one of those pre-zygotic barriers, simply because it's going to prevent the formation or the meeting of the egg and the sperm. So here, the best answer choice is going to be D.